a trustee for the Florence Nightingale Museum in London. So if you get a chance, be sure to visit our little table back there so you can get a snippet of what that museum is all about. The Friends of the Florence Nightingale Museum is a charity where we raise money to help support nursing history. Important, because why? Why? How did this pediatric nurse who used to work at Dayton Children's, who used to be at Wright State, become interested in history? Well, nursing history is so important. It informs us about where we've been, how we got there, and hopefully can inspire and guide us to where we're going to go. Gosh, modern nursing is so complex and always changing and multi-focused. Since the time of Florence Nightingale, however, the goal has remained unchanged. Namely, it's to provide safe and caring environment that promotes patient health and well-being. I want to encourage all of you today to use this interpersonal tool of advocacy to try and enhance the caregiving environments. Nightingale used this advocacy early and often in the development of professional nursing. She used it to promote egalitarian human rights as well as leadership activities. In your career, you probably face situations similar to Florence Nightingale. Flo, as you know, was asked to go to the Crimea to help to provide care, bring nurses to help to provide care for the soldiers there. Imagine her shock when she was there to find that she had inadequate supplies, horribly unsanitary and unhygienic conditions. She had to go to bat and sometimes use her own resources to provide those patients, those soldiers, the care that they needed. She never wavered from the belief that it is a basic human right that all patients or persons are provided high-quality patient care by a dedicated nursing staff. After her return to England, she advocated for the development of a formal education program. This elevated nurses from being a servant to an honorable profession. She was brave, and she demonstrated that advocacy is what gives power to the caring nurse. Now, nursing's never been simple, nor is serving as a patient advocate. Did you know that the earliest nursing program in Dayton was at Miami Valley Hospital? Their first director was a person, and their curriculum was influenced by Florence Nightingale. Their director, Ella Phillips Crandall, was an advocate for nursing both at the hospital and for the profession, and she was one of the founders of the first professional organizations in nursing. Did you know that the first nurse leaders in Ohio were all suffragettes? Because we were trying to get laws to set standards, to have a registry for nurses, to have quality nurses. So it took us a long time, but in 1915, we got an act, the first Nurse Practice Act, put into place. But guess what? The board has to consist of registered voters. Nursing is a predominantly female profession, and we weren't registered. So guess who was in charge? The medical profession. I know. So, needless to say, we weren't in charge of ourselves. And over time, women got the vote in 1920, but it wasn't until 1941 that the board that oversees nursing switched from the medical board to an independent nursing board. So, these brave nurse advocates, and I could name their names, but it can go on forever, they persevered so that we would have direct control of nursing, but nursing should be controlled by nursing. Even Nightingale advocated that nursing within a hospital must be under the direct supervision of a nurse. And I'm happy to say that in Ohio's law, this actually still exists. There is a law that says all nursing programs must be headed by a nurse. So I know that many of you nurses, you've been advocates for your patients and for healthcare in your community and for the nursing profession. I want to urge you to carry on through membership in professional organizations and directly in the places where you work. How, you might ask? Are you familiar with the musical Hamilton? One of the main characters is Aaron Burr. He liked to match wits with the other main character, Alexander Hamilton, over decades until Burr shot Hamilton in a duel. Okay, now in the music, Burr envied Hamilton being in the room where it happened, being at the table where all the decisions were made. Burr repeatedly tells Hamilton focusing on talk less, smile more. Burr fights only for himself, but Hamilton, on the other hand, fought until his death to make the country stronger and the world a better place. As the musical suggests, though, if you really want to help others, you speak and act boldly. Don't back down. That doesn't mean that you have to smile less, but it does mean y'all need to talk more. Thank you.